organized by NLC made some impact. This reveals that the nation's challenges have grown beyond capabilities of the APC-led administration, or Wanate Clinton West. Another person says, good morning. NLC threatening a nationwide strike over a lawsuit is mere window dressing. Let the Labour Congress be realistic for once and be sincere to the plight of sufferings of Nigerians. Elder Joel Adolphus. I think it's not just about the lawsuit as well. If you listen to Falona and critically, they also had said, no, the government had said, give us 2 weeks now. I think it was 2 weeks. And if you do not like our progress that we have made, then do what you like. Patrick Amadi says the long-awaited cleanup of Ogoni land by federal government is a game played yearly by the men of APC-led federal government. I want to urge President Tinubu not to follow such steps. Patrick Amadi. There's a lot about that one. Hopefully next week we'll get that conversation cleared out. Let's go for a commercial now.
Boniface, my guy. What do your face? My friend, when you come back from Lagos, chai, see as you dey live fine. You don't
0809-030-6416. You can also join the community on Facebook and Twitter at the Nigeria Info FM community. On Facebook, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, and would really encourage you to go there, like the page, react, respond to all of the posts that you would see there. We're also live streaming, so that means you can watch and listen to the program from anywhere in the world and drop your comments at the same time. On Twitter, it is Nigeria Info PH, so take advantage of those. And let's go. So the Vanguard contempt charge: we will embark on nationwide strike August 14 if NLC said that. Ministerial nominees and Akpabio's bow and go. That's also in Vanguard newspaper. Interesting how they put that line. Okay. APC, how Ganduje emerged 6th national chair. Basiru, secretary. Find out all the details from the Vanguard newspaper. Okay, the phone numbers to call are 0817-923-0007. Okay, 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0003. Either of these numbers, and you have access to us live here in studio. Some of the messages coming in on WhatsApp, I'll take some more. First, Ebulu Michael says, we have now known that it's senior military officers who are stealing our crude, thanks to the security outfit and naval chief. Good morning. Wike ran to APC to save his career. The last time that I checked, Wike is still in PDP, and he has also been nominated as one of the election committee members, Oku Stanley from Port Harcourt. Yes, so he's still a member of the PDP, and the election committee, I think in Bayelsa State, his name is there alongside some of the G5 members. This one says, good morning. The NLC threatens nationwide strike on 14th of August if the federal government fails to withdraw the suit against Wednesday's protest. That's a good one, because strike is the only language that the federal government listens to. We're tired of the increments in the price of goods and services. Round face for Rubikini. But if you think about the act of the federal government, I'm like, if you are trying to pacify labor and you're saying you have things, you're planning to put things in place, should you go on and take this step? Even if you feel that you have a right to do this, isn't it also your right to say, okay, no, let's not do this, so we do not, make it look like we cannot be trusted? Because all of these things are psychological. It's a mind game, and many would think that the government saying we are going to look at what you are doing, we are going to do that and this, and then in the same breath, you are taking the people you just spoke with and told to suspend and blah blah blah. You're taking them to court. It's definitely going to send a certain message. I don't know if it makes any sense. NLC should stop threatening the federal government with strike. They should rather channel their energy to negotiations and lobbying, as threatening the Tinubu-led government won't solve issues. Okote Gillis from Abuloma, you sent that one in. Okay, the numbers are 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003. On Facebook, a few comments already coming in. I'll be taking them now. You to be a part of it. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Clever Sonny says, Ogoni people are very proud of the BOT chairman of HyPrep for making HyPrep very active under his watch. Mma Olebara says, how can Nigerians be happy with the government that is recycling old politicians and failed former governors who have run out of ideas? Oh well. Obiaran Juma says, thank God Umar Ganduje may use APC national chairman. For me, I'm not surprised if the highly corrupt takes over the mantle of leadership of the APC. Okay, who's this one? Ogunlaja says, good morning. Let this NLC rest. They are just political tools and bunch of betrayals. They strike just yesterday and called off the next day. They are threatening again. They didn't go on strike, Ogunlaja. Oluwa Damilari. They did not go on strike. It was a protest. Two different things. They did not shut down activities. Business activities were still going on, so it was just a protest. And from their perspective, constitutionally, every Nigerian is entitled to, protest. So they were protesting. Wanyanwu Obioma Noble says NLC should make the court case negligible and continue with the protest till life is easy for an ordinary Nigerian. Petrol should be sold for 100 naira per litre at least. We are tired of this suffering. This person, Odinakachi, on Facebook says, a court party and other governorship candidates presently at the Election Petition Tribunal challenging the victory of SIM should withdraw their cases for the interest of the state so the governor will not be distracted from governance. Also, Francis on Facebook says he's watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Okay, Francis. He says the federal government should urgently come up with sustainable palliative measures to tackle the effects of subsidy removal in order to mitigate the plights and hardships befalling citizenry. May God help us. Amen to that. But then, is palliative the proper solution? I think palliative is what should be on ground if we are seeing the permanent solution running with it side by side. I don't know if you get, like, if you're giving the palliative and at the same time we're seeing that okay, the real problem is being solved, I think people would be a lot more relaxed. For now, I think the concern for many Nigerians is the fact that yes, this palliative talk you're talking, if this is the only thing you're going to do, we can't accept it, because if the international market, the price of the dollar goes up and the cost for crude per barrel goes up, that means the palliative you are giving now based on this current increase will become useless. If the price goes up again, you might need to give new palliative. So to avoid that, the major thing to do would be, while this palliative is here, tackle the problem from the root. I'm trying to understand. The phone lines are having slight issues. Don't know what the problem is. But 0817-923-0007. So I'm going to take your calls. What you do for me, please, when you get access, just state your name, where you're calling from, and please be very direct to your point. Try to keep it very short and simple so we can take as much calls as possible. And importantly, please, try to be very civil. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Susie. I'm calling from Rema community.
All right, go on, Susie.
Yeah, the fact that Wike Film was actually included on the PDP campaign tree and Bayelsa speaks to us that Wike has not left PDP as it's supposed to be, and even the party self is aware of it. So when I listened to the River State APC saying that Wike actually ran to the APC in order to save his political career, I think that is actually a contradiction. Because the last time I checked, I discovered that the ministers designate, or who are supposed to be a minister, from the section of the Constitution, does not even give priority to whether the person must be a party member, but must be a Nigerian qualified to handle that position. So that is the one who is actually a suspended PRO of the APC River State. Should go and read these things as it's supposed to be. Wike is qualified to be a minister in Nigeria. It was even Amechi who said that the emergence of Buhari saved his life because he carried the mandate of the PDP to APC. So who has more integrity? Is it Amechi who carried the mandate of the PDP?
All right, Susie,
to APC?
thank you very much. I'm trying to understand how this conversation brought the former transport minister, how you just turned it. I get what you're trying to say. I don't think there's any need to bring in the transport minister because they had nothing to do with any of the headlines or any of such. Secondly, if you had listened to the news properly, you would have heard Darlington Nwaoju also coming out to say the first statement that emerged from somewhere, it was not signed by him, that he has no personal issues with the former governor of Rivers State being nominated. I'm sure you must have heard that. If you didn't, well, it's on the news, and that was what Darlington Nwaoju said, just in case you a proper idea. Okay, so the River State chapter of the APC has denied a statement faulting the ministerial nominee of immediate former governor Nyesom Wike. The spokesperson of the party in the state, Darlington Nwaoju, in a statement in Port Harcourt yesterday, countered earlier statement that came in from Abuja, where the party had considered that the former governor was in the APC to protect his personal interest. Nwaoju said the earlier statement did not emanate from him. Emphasis. So you understand. He also said that some people, for personal reasons, might have prepared that statement without his knowledge, and even went further to say that he does not have any personal issues. He does not have, this is what he said, he does not have any personal issues or anything personal to do with the ministerial nomination and screening of the former governor. That should settle that. So please, so we stick to the business of the morning. Nigeria Info, good morning. Hello. Okay, we lost that call. I guess I had to go back so I make Susie understand better. Even if I get what he's coming from or where he's coming from. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're welcome.
Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, welcome to you. Go ahead.
I want to talk about Accord closing their case this morning. Well, I want to plead with Accord and other political parties who are in tribunal to please use their money for a better to their supporters, to support their supporters, not to go to tribunal and waste it, because I know the River State belongs to PDP. The election that brought St. Fubara was just like a carnival in all the local government. Particularly in the local government of Puponkoro, we are just smiling, drinking, casting our votes. So that tribunal is not going anywhere. Governor St. Fubara remains the governor of River State. Thank you very much. All
right, Ida, good morning. Hello, Nigeria Info, good morning. And we lost that call as well. On Facebook, Fredo Awa says, good NLC to begin strike on 14th. It's a welcome development. Amama Chika Phillips says, this government doesn't want to fight corruption. The hardship in this country is getting worse every day. Ernest Oguji says he's watching from Ozwoba. Okay. Patrick Amadi says, let the streak begin new. I don't understand what that means, Patrick. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Well, good morning to you.
My name is Blessed Malo.
Okay, go on, Blessed.
The emergency as a national agency chairman, that's a welcome development. Under this administration being led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it will make Nigeria work again. We should support the administration. Number one. Secondly, there is a vessel arrested in Delta State that carrying crude oil and escorted by highly commander of a NAFA officer. If you can refer to what Asari Dokubo said, that majority of Nigeria security are siphoned Nigeria treasury. This is what the man talking about. How come about this? They should look in and they should investigate it very well. For the highly officer of a navy to escort vessel and they steal our crude oil to another country, where are we heading to? And the Bola Ahmed said that we are not going to be another Father Christmas to another country. See what we are passing through in this country. This is our own. We should not try for it anymore. We should try to manage good things in this country. Thank you very much. I really blessed from Malo.
All right, Blessed. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello?
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Ifemi Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yes, my name is Comrade Legendary Sunday.
All right, go ahead.
I'm calling from Bori.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me look at Labour threatening nationwide strike if the federal government sue them to court. For me, well, it's a nice one, but I don't know the state of Labour as of this time. You know, after the threat of protest they did, I think they said they will come up with the next solution. And up till now, we don't know the outcome of that meeting. However, by the president's speech about revamping the Port Harcourt refinery to resume work on in December, we know very well that only one refinery cannot be able to combat the market forces if that start operation. Because in this country, a lot of people will be willing to buy, and there will be jam pack of trade in Port Harcourt refinery. So, as Labour been able to address this area to ensure that if they can meet up in repairing the 3 refineries, at least 2 out of it, so that they can be, people cannot, the price determine the distance where you took your product from. So it will also determine that the price of petrol will go high in some states because of distance of loading, where they load the product from. So I want the Labour to actually put their house in order and see how they can at least make sure that 2 out of these 3 works.
All right, thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Good
morning, my brother man.
Yeah, morning to you.
Thank you. My name is Good News. Calling from Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Take one. NLC threatens nationwide strike August 15th. And then I heard the spokesperson to the president, Larry, saying that if they don't have money, really they don't have money, they will be out. They won't watch their hands, to watch food hands and watch the NLC go to strike or to protest. What is the wrong approach from the federal government? We are on dialogue. NLC and them are on dialogue. What direction that vision to take them to strike? That means they are not sincere. And again, too, what is so bad about the issue of the minimum wage they are talking about, increasing it to 200,000, 100,000? What is bad about it? Instead of them to discuss with them, say, okay, we can pay 200,000, we can pay 50,000, we can pay 100,000. They are taking them to court. And you want them to be happy. You know that the court does not have the power to even stopping them because it's a constitutional right. The federal government has given close height and over the close height. Instead threatening them. No work, no pay. And we are here crying that our doctors are dying. The ones that are in the country, you're not taking care of them. They are look at this doctor that died that you discussed yesterday. That died in Lagos, from lift. Up till now, I've not heard the federal government say anything about it. And they want people to be happy. I think our government is not sincere with our people.
All right, good news. Thank you. You know, for that, Doctor, thank you for bringing this up. Because yesterday I was thinking, how on earth that happens? And it brought my mind to the elevator at the UPTH. I have been to the UPTH. I have seen that elevator. My friends have been trapped in that elevator, and then we have to wait for some people to come and they'll press and do this and do that, and before you come out. I don't use it basically if I go there because it works sometimes, other times it doesn't. I don't know the state now because I haven't been there in a couple of weeks now, months. But it was just painful, and it's really hurtful to see that in a medical facility where power is ultimate. If that happened to the elevator, imagine what could be happening to the ICU where you have certain equipment that needs steady power, or they had backup power for those equipment, but then the elevator was. I was just trying to put out different possibilities and what this means. And at that time, I'm saying, "Whoa, we have doctors complaining of working environment, and this just happens." I think people need to wake up, and these sort of things are very unacceptable. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello,
good morning.
This is Dakuku from Akoki.
Okay, Dakuku.
Hello?
Yes, Dakuku, go ahead.
Okay. The issue of this man to become national chairman of APC. It's not an grant. And let me say what Danny Timuji, the spokesman of APC, is saying. The man is saying the truth. Nobody is challenging the former governor not to become a minister. Whatever he play, let him play the politics to achieve. Nobody is stopping him or his own politics. He should not be using other people. That's why I love my former governor. Couldn't stop. That's why I love my former governor. It's because that man don't play politics of betraying or whatever, or collecting money or whatever. And he stands on his thing. He said he will not support this, I will not support. And he don't talk something in night. In the morning he changed. He stands on his feet. Whatever he said in the morning, whatever he said in the night. That's how my former governor said, I will not give him a meeting. But give me cake and say something. I say something, another thing. That's anything. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, it's Leandro.
Welcome.
Yeah, my name is John Amado.
Okay, John.
Calling from Obudoga.
Go ahead.
Yes, in that news in there this morning, Dale Tiwoju said he does not hold anything against the former governor being a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That people find something on his beard that we don't know. And thank you this morning for correcting Susie from Erema, because sometimes we want to call on this radio station.
So you have said corrected Susie, that's done. Go to the headline and respond to which headline you want to respond to.
Yes. That is what APC River State does not hold anything against Nyesom Wike. Nigeria have decided, and hence he has decided to work with APC and abandon his party. Let them carry go. But one thing I believe this morning is that table must turn to the right person. This table must turn. Nyesom Wike should go and play the politics of bitterness, betrayal. That is where we know them. Even his own brother Tony Okocha, I don't know from Obiakpo. What is the relationship between Tony Okocha today and Magnus Savi? What is the relationship between Nyesom Wike today and former president Goodluck Jonathan? What is the relationship between Nyesom Wike today and Amechi and all the rest? It is the people who know, who dwell in betrayal in Obiakpo local government. So APC River State has no issue with them. Let them go ahead. Let them go ahead.
All right, thank you very much. You get your point. But just to clarify again, I think we've clarified a lot of the times, so we get the right understanding about this. Constitutionally, in this country, except you're not speaking from the Constitution, but if you did not know, constitutionally, no political party can make anybody or give anybody the office of a minister. It's a federal government appointment, and the criteria does not require you to belong to a political party first as a must before you are given this appointment. Okay, that's one. So, and you don't have to go and stand in front of any party. So when you say the APC gave, I'm trying to clarify, the APC did not give the former governor of Rivers State an appointment. The federal government did, not the APC, because I'm sure it did not stand before any APC committee or APC whatever, and then they now said, oh, okay, take. They don't. That's not what it is. Just to make us understand that. And secondly, he's still a member of his party. Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Ifemi, and how are you this morning?
Very fine, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, wishing a pleasant weekend.
All right, go on.
I remain the very distinguished temple. I want to appeal to Labour this morning. I think my personal self, I'm very much tired of all this unnecessary ultimatum. Labour, if I thought that they have anything to do, I want to appeal to them to go ahead and do it. Because it's just like, seeking for unnecessary attention. At the end of the day, they come back on the negotiation table that will not yield anything at all to them, talking of the Nigerian masses. So, Labour, if you have anything at all to do it, because the federal government, I know, is not going to withdraw any function at all. Just go ahead and do whatever you want to do, Labour. Please, for the sake of peace in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, Nigeria Info. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The Lugaman from Eche.
All right, straight to the point, Lugaman.
Yes, Accord Party closes their case against the PDP. Andrew, to say that it's a good one. I commend Accord Party for not withdrawing their in court. Remember what happened in that election. For me, I see it as not being a good election that took place. I was an agent in my own polling unit. What I saw, court should do the needful, because we believe that court is the last hope of common man. The victory of sin should not stand in court. I believe so. Finally, Nigeria sending delegation to Niger.
Libya and Niger.
I want to warn Mr. President to be very careful on how he treats Niger matter. When the people were suffering, when there were a lot of hunger in Niger, ECOWAS and Nigerian president refused to talk. And now the people have taken the bull by the horn to see the people talking. You see the jubilations in Niger Republic. I believe what happened in Niger should not happen here. Anything from democracy, refinery was built by military, and petrochemical was built by the military.
Right, was built we don't have a lot of time. Thank you very much. But then you've benefited quite a lot from democracy, my friend. Otherwise, you would not have the ability to call me here and say what you're saying the way you're saying it, without the fear of when you're going home, somebody would come and do anything or say anything to you. I think that's a lot. The fact that you have that freedom is bigger than a lot of things, and there are many other things that you've benefited. We can't go into those details now. We're already out of time. Thank you very much. We'll go for a commercial now, and we'll take some more messages after we return from the commercial.
Yeah, so Guy, we need to read all of this in the next 30 seconds, okay? All of it? Do they really offer all of this?